Good morning, everyone. Nate Martin, Commissioner of Public Works, City of Buffalo. Thank you for the chance to update you on the city's response. I'm joined today by Henry Jackson, our Deputy Commissioner of Streets, and also by Ken Kajawa, Regional Director for National Grid. In terms of today's weather event, as we all know, we're expecting a storm to come through, snow and ice in this case. It'll be a widespread snow across the region to begin with, transitioning to a sleet and then an ice event. From the city's perspective, we're preparing for that full range, snow, sleet, and ice. And the amount of ice is really going to be the concern, one of the main concerns on this storm. So right now we're looking at trace to 1/10 of an inch is projected, maybe a little bit more. You know, south of the city, the southern tier, it's more of a rain wet event. The north of the city, it'll be more of a winter ice snow event. And then we'll be in that mix here in the city. So we're prepared for any of those elements. DPW streets-wise, Commissioner Jackson has our team set to start salting today. We'll be out ahead of that storm salting. That'll be key to get some salt down ahead, and then we'll be treating the roads throughout the storm and following all the way through. We'll adjust as we need to, of course. We'll have some snow come down, so we'll be plowing as well, but really salt is going to be the key today. In terms of the city's response to the ice and any kind of storm damage related to trees and limbs, our forestry team and our parks department are prepared as well. We've got crews ready for that, and we've got some crews that we can reach out to if we need to, if that level really gets high on the ice. So from our perspective, we're looking at a real ice event for the most part, creating really kind of dangerous conditions around Western New York for walking and driving certainly. So, you know, an urge from all residents to use caution when we're traveling throughout the area. So at this point in time, I'll turn it over to Ken Kajawa for some comments from National Grid.
Thank you, Nate. As Nate mentioned, you know, the presence of ice that we're going to see later on today obviously has the potential to cause trees to come down, which can bring down our facilities and cause power outages for our customers. National Grid is preparing for this event. We are bringing additional crews into Western New York today to supplement our own crews in order to respond to any power outages that we may realize from this event. For our customers, if you do see a down line or you experience a power outage, please call National Grid at 1-800-867-5222. Please treat all downed wires as if they are live. Again, you can call National Grid, 1-800-867-5222, or you can call 911. For customers that have portable generators, please make sure that you operate those portable generators as far from your house as possible. Do not operate them in your garage. Do not operate them in your home. Also make sure that your main breaker is open for the safety of our crews. And then finally, for customers that do lose power and are looking for updates from National Grid, you can download the National Grid app onto your phone, or you can go to our company's website, nationalgridus.com, and go to the outage map on our website. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. And as Ken mentioned, if there are any issues that you run into around the city, you know, 911, if it's an emergency situation, please call that. Down trees or limbs that aren't an emergency situation, 311 would be the call from our standpoint. In terms of the city's availability, you know, we'll evaluate warming shelters throughout this event, see if there's a need for those. Code blues will be on as the weather turns colder later in the week as well. So from that perspective, we'll look at everything from a city response to help the residents. So at this point in time, I'll open up to any questions. You know what, that's something we'll evaluate. So we'll look at the warming centers across the city. So the code blues are on from that first response, but if we need to, we'll open up multiple ones if needed.
Do you know how many, you said additional crews you have, how many crews and numbers do you have off the
Well,
top of your head?
yeah, well, we'll have those prepped. So from our forestry standpoint, our Andy Rabb, our Deputy Commissioner of Parks, has those crews available to call in. So our own internal team is ready to go. We've had preparation meetings ahead of time. And then we have those emergency crews available to call right away as needed.
Are they coming from all over the state?
Those crews right now are locally based, so we don't see this event as a need for a mutual aid from across the state kind of a call, mostly local contractors.
What about additional National Grid crews? Do you know how many are heading towards Western New York?
Yep.
We are bringing in additional crews. It's primarily forestry crews and line crews. They will be pre-staged in Western New York, so they'll be coming in today so that if we experience any power outages later on tonight, when the ice starts to take hold, they'll be here in Western New York and ready to respond.
Anyone else? Okay, we all good?
What time do you anticipate sending crews out today?
Well, we're just ready for a crew shift now, so as soon as the crews get done, we'll go out. Pre-salting will probably start late morning this morning, but we'll be out ahead of the storm as soon as we get on deck this morning, and then all day throughout the day.
The salting itself, is the temperature going to play a factor in it at all? At some point, it doesn't do any good.
It does. When that temperature drops to a certain level, it's not as effective. So that's something we'll monitor. But getting it out ahead of time, we've got plenty of salt. I think we've got about 3,000 tons behind us. I think another 3,500 tons in another facility. So we have plenty of salt to handle this. So if we put a little salt out and it's not as effective, we're okay with that.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.